Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of the Gerry channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank my guests here right now coming on the show. The reason why I had to click off there is because every time I get feedback, every time I start a show. But anyway, right, I'd like to thank you all for being here. Before we get into the show, I personally would like to thank you all right now. Thank you so much for 1 million views on this channel. Thank you so fucking much. I would have never thought when I did this solo project, I would have never thought that I would have got this. Seriously, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support. I'd like to thank Will, Wrestling Jesus, Wrestling Brainy, Alan Malik, and Calvin, as well as Terrence, as well as Eric, fucking Mark Busters. I'd like to thank you. Like, seriously, thank you so much for all your support. It really means a lot to me because I generally did not think I would get this far, if that makes sense. And I got up this morning. I was ready to buy my Buckfast, right? And I was pissed off. I was in a bad mood. And I went on my computer, and I checked my computer, and it said 1 million views. And I was like, holy fucking shit.
Something to smile about, huh?
Fuck. I was like, fucking hell, man. And,
something
you know, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I got a little bit emotional. But you know, but thank you. Like, seriously, guys. Like, it's not me, it's you. Like, I know this sounds cliche, it's gonna sound like an Oscar speech for fuck's sake, but what I'm saying is, right, what I'm saying is, if you guys wouldn't have fucking watched my videos, if you guys wouldn't have subscribed, I would be fuck all. I'd be sitting in my room probably watching The Drunken Peasants flat out, so, and I still do, shout out to them. That's all, I'd just be watching videos, and for you guys to fucking watch my shit, it really means a lot to me. Thank you. Honestly, like, thank you so fucking much. It means a lot to me. And ladies and gentlemen, we got something special. It is Buckfast right now. It's Buckfast time. Let's get it done.
Please chug the entire bottle.
I'm glad I'm glad you finally reached 1 million viewers. Now I can fucking rest easy knowing that I don't have to click on so many sock accounts to give you those fucking views, Gerry.
Listen, by the way, guys, I just want to say this. Anyone that's watching, please subscribe to Will's World Entertainment. He does UFC, he does YouTube shoots. Get this motherfucker 1,000 subscribers, because I predicted that he will have 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I predicted this shit. Subscribe to Will's World Entertainment, please, for the love of God. Once this video's over, Will, can you comment on the chat so people can check your channel out and shit like that?
Yeah, I could do that. I could put the link to the channel in there. Sure, why not?
I'm gonna check and see if everything's okay. Can people see the title and shit? Just give me 2 seconds. So guys, we're gonna check out your chats right now. Let's have a look here. Can everyone see the chat? Yeah, they can. Right. All right. So
I'm here.
We got Statesman. We got Statesman in the house, the AWA Intercontinental Champion, ladies and gentlemen, in the house.
What up, Malik? What up, Calvin? What up, Sega Geek? What up, Will? What up, Gerry? What up, Wrestling Brady? What up, Jobber?
Okay.
Oh, we got
Speaking of COD, there, the WCW show is up. If people
yes,
want to see a wrestle, fuck.
Guys, if you want to see an amazing show, check out Dark Horse's WCW. Me and WJ are in it. I don't want to give too much away for people. I don't want to give people spoilers for the people that are in it. But definitely check it out. It is an amazing show. If you are a general Gerry fan especially, definitely check it out. 100%. It is an amazing show. Take that time to subscribe to the YWC EFED channel because it is worldwide right now. I know I just copied all Jacob Vale, but I don't give a fuck. I'm wearing his t-shirt! Right, anyway. So,
Happy birthday to Andre, by the way.
Yes,
Oh,
I
shit,
want to
it's his
say
birthday?
very happy birthday to Andre Cavell. Sent him a video on Facebook. Very happy birthday to you, Andre. I hope you have a great day, mate. So, guys, do you want to introduce
I didn't know
yourselves?
about this beforehand.
So, Will, introduce yourself for the audience right now, so people can check out your channel.
I am Will. I am the owner of the Will's World Entertainment channel, and also, you know, people know me better as the Bringer Brain 13. That is my old channel. If you want to subscribe to it, go ahead. There is still a lot of great content on there. Online streams of gaming, you know, rants, Google Hangouts, fucking you name it, it's there. I no longer have access to that channel, so there will be no more content uploaded to that channel. But if you want to sub to it, just for the fuck of it, go ahead. And, you know, follow me on Will's World Entertainment, where you'll see shoot interviews, behind-the-scenes talk about UFC, WWE, professional wrestling as a whole. Again, Google Hangouts, drama, you name it, we do it on Will's World Entertainment. Subscribe, motherfuckers, because I need some money.
Yeah. Okay.
WJ, you want to plug your stuff there? People usually do it at the end, but I want to do it right now so everyone can sub to you. So, WJ, you go there.
My name is Wrestling Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Terrence. My name is Wrestling Jesus. I'm the president of the Allen Sega Geek Fan Club. You can sub to me at youtube.com/WrestlingJesusTV14, and the WCW page is youtube.com/WCWTV if you want to see Gerry in action there. I got 2 more pages, but it's gonna be too long.
Me and just to piggyback off what WJ are saying, me and WJ are the co-owners of FGW, Geek and Gay Wrestling. Okay, if you want an EFED that's a comedy, you want that shit, subscribe today. Calvin, you're joining, by the way, so you have no saying it. Calvin, you're joining, by the way, you have no saying it. Calvin's joining.
Wrestling Jesus EFED. That's where you'll get.
There we go. Definitely check it out. 100%. It's so funny. We posted our very first episode. It's me, Wrestling Jesus, and Yanni on there. It's hilarious. Definitely check it out. 100%. Wrestling Brinny, you want to plug your shit right now?
Alright, so this is the Wrestling Brainy here, also known as probably the most irrelevant guy in this hangout right now.
Oh, no, you're not. Piss off.
No, I'm not.
Piss off, you motherfucker, you.
Brainy, I gotta ask you real quick. I seen the pictures on Facebook. Is that your wife that you're posing in the pictures with?
No.
Your girlfriend?
Sister, I believe.
No, it's not. But anyway, I do all things wrestling
Good job
on YouTube, and check it out. Check out my shit if you want to. I've been kind of slouching a bit because I was on vacation, but I'll be back to uploading stuff next week. And congrats to you, John Gerry, for the big 1,000,000.
Brainster in the house.
Terrence, do you want to plug? See, I like to do things the complete opposite. Everyone likes to plug their shit at the end. I'll just do it now, so everyone can check out their shit. Terrence, go ahead.
Unsubscribe from Sega.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, you can subscribe to my channel, The Wrestling Express, and that's basically about it. Yeah.
Where can they check you out on YouTube? What's the URL or the tag name?
Well, all it says is Wrestling Express, one word. I don't remember
Okay.
the URL.
So type in Wrestling Express on YouTube in the search box and you'll find Terrence. Sega?
I want Will in his best impression of my voice to plug me.
Okay.
I'm sure you do.
I do.
Well, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to thank everyone in this room for having me because every male in the YWC has had me at some point.
Oh!
What is your channel, Sega? What is your channel, Sega?
Dude, no, let him continue. Let Will continue. This is too good.
No, but like, tell Will the said in your voice, right? Like, you have a music channel, don't you?
I do music vlogs.
What the fuck, Jerry?
I don't really care. No, let him continue the impression.
He asked me to do
Now
it.
I gotta check these
All
out.
right. Go ahead, Will. Right, go ahead.
If you want to plug me like Will just plugged me, just try.
Bravo. Everybody give him a hand. That was awesome. That was awesome. No, I do music vlogs on. I just normally do music vlogs on my site, but that's all. That's pretty much all I do. I do videos, but I only just join people for videos because I don't know. I don't know what to say. So I don't
get 1,000 subscribers off that right there, man, I'm gonna fucking quit YouTube.
I'm into indie pop punk, so if you're into indie punk music or indie music, that's where you should go. So there you go.
Malik, do you want to plug your channel?
Yes, sir. This is the Professor Malik X. You can find me under Malik X, and also.
What the fuck?
I think the Pac-Man goblin got him.
Actually, Sega, I have a request. Can you put up a link to your channel to these reviews? I actually want to check this out. I don't think I've seen even one of your videos.
Malik,
Yeah, I can post it up later.
All right.
Malik, your connection's gone there again, mate. Can you hear us now? Just the name of your main channel there.
All right, Malik X. That's where you can find me.
Malik X. So if they put Malik X, then we'll see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Jerry, this
okay,
is
and
what
Cal.
last.
Yeah, no, I'll just do it now. I mean, we've got 8 viewers already. This is fantastic. And Calvin.
Yeah, you can find yours truly, Calvin, at I am Calvin King, Instagram and Twitter at I am Calvin King.
And you can check Calvin King on Instagram at I am Calvin King as well. Alright, so let's get on with the show. Alright, are you ready what the topic's going to be?
Sure.
Fire away, Jerry.
Sure.
The United States elections.
Oh,
Here we go. Now, WJ, I know, WJ, you're Canadian, but like, if you want to give some emphasis, I will do a topic. Because I know, like, WJ is Canadian, he probably doesn't give a shit kind of deal. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the U.S. elections because it's a big vocal point right now. We're gonna talk about Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders. We're gonna have all that shit. There was quite a lot of controversy in the New York elections. Apparently,
you're damn right.
100,000 voters were told to walk away from voting, and apparently what they're saying is that it impacted the Bernie Sanders vote, okay? Obviously, they turned away a lot of voters and shit like that. Apparently, this just hasn't happened in one state. It's happened in multiple states and shit like that,
including Arizona.
Okay, we're gonna start off with Will first. Will, what's your take on the United States elections, and not only that, but what's your take on this controversy that's happened in New York City?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're asking me?
Yeah.
fuck, I'm sorry, there was a lot of interference on my end, so heard something about Bernie Sanders. I do not support him, so anything negative that happens to Bernie Sanders is all good with me. The controversy in New York City, I really don't know what you're talking about. Could you elaborate on what that is real quickly?
Okay, so what actually happened in the New York City vote, 100,000 voters were turned away that is said to be Bernie Sanders voters, right? And apparently that affected the actual vote that happened in New York City.
I'm one of them.
Well, you there?
I'm sorry, I lost you again. What was happening in New York City?
100,000 voters were turned away from voting for Bernie Sanders.
Really?
I'm one of them.
And Calvin was apparently one of them. And apparently that affected the
vote.
vote. Calvin, could you elaborate? What was the reason?
Saying that the machines don't work, this and that, nothing's not set up. And correct me if I'm wrong, the actual official who's responsible for, getting everything set up, he was arrested.
Well, that's American politics for you.
Tell me about it.
Corrupt as a motherfucker. Bernie Sanders, unfortunately, I'm not a supporter of his. I think he is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I really do. I don't think this coincides with, an anti-Bernie campaign. It could be something else. I know Ted Cruz was accused of basically lying on his lying about some things to get people to vote for him. Like, not lying, but like telling people that if they don't do it, that there are repercussions for not signing certain paperwork or what have you, some shit like that. So politics is fucking dirty in the United States of America.
It is.
Man, it's really bad.
And guess who won?
It's become America, love it or leave it. It's become America, love it or leave it, and a lot of people are loving fucking leaving it. I gotta be honest with you. It's just that's how bad it is here. Like, there is... don't be mistaken, ladies and gentlemen. Your vote does not count for shit in the United States.
It really doesn't.
I will agree with that. I will agree with that because in the I don't know if anyone's aware of this, right? But in the Scotland independent vote, this was a vote for Scotland independence. That means that Scotland would essentially break away from the United Kingdom, right? On a Sky News broadcast, there were actually votes that were no votes that were against joining the United Kingdom or whatever. It was something like that. And apparently the yes and no votes were put in a pile for the United Kingdom, right? And a guy actually recorded that and he went, there's a no vote, there's a no vote, there's a, shit like that, right? And apparently what the theory is that people's vote didn't count in Scotland, right? And to add to that theory, the British Labour Party didn't get one vote in Scotland at all. It was all Scottish independent, right? Completely. The whole of Scotland was Scottish independent, right? And the whole Scotland was Scottish independent. Nobody was voting for the United Kingdom. And to add to that, then they did the general election, and now the third, I believe it's the third biggest party, or close to third, is the Scottish, the Scottish National Party. So there is something going on there, because the whole of Scotland is all yellow. Okay, so imagine a map, right? The whole of Scotland's all yellow. That party represents against going against the United. They represent breaking off of the United Kingdom. But yet, the whole of Scotland was voted in the general election with all yellow. You understand what I mean by that? WJ, I know that, I don't know if you're aware of United States politics and shit like that, but if you can, what's your take on it? And also, have you seen anything like this in Canadian politics? If he's there.
You mean vote fraud and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I heard about the stuff in the U.S., but I don't really know exactly everything that happened. But there's fraud all the time, Gerry, when it comes to stuff like this. There, Canada's had its share of fraud as well there. So if I was American, I'd vote for Trump, Gerry. If I was there, that's who I'd vote for.
I honestly, I'd probably vote for Bernie. I'd vote for Bernie. Will's gonna hate me for that, but
Trump.
You vote for Bernie because you're from outside the country, but if you were in the country and you realize and you had if you had the knowledge that the American people have of Bernie Sanders, you would change your tune, I guarantee you.
Let me put it this way, Will. I live in a country that votes in the electric system in Northern Ireland is even worse, I would say, than America or Canada or any across the world, because no matter what you do, one party is going to get in constantly. It's like the system there. It's actually called excuse the pun, but the actual term for that is gerrymandering. It's actually a system where the politicians, what they do is they create a system that essentially it works against the people. So no matter what they vote for, they're fucked. Essentially, it's essentially called gerrymandering, and it's a system that is used constantly in terms of that. Anyway, we'll move on to Wrestling Brainy. Wrestling Brainy, what's your take on the United States politics, and what did you think about this news in New York City?
Well, I didn't know about this specific incident, but I know that all these instances of, voter fraud has been very prevalent all throughout this election. Hell, I remember Bill Clinton going into one town that was doing their voting, and he was pretty much more or less encouraging people to vote for Hillary, and I think the last minute sway might have been a bigger effect than beforehand, but I'm not really surprised by this. I mean, the American election system has been fraud for so many years, even going back to the 2000 election with the case in Florida. So, yeah, this ongoing issue's not going to end anytime soon. The more mainstream candidates are going to get in, and it really does suck.
I want to say this briefly because it's something that nobody has really talked about, and I feel like I need to talk about this before we go to Alan. Back in the 90s, Northern Ireland was at war. There was a lot of bloodshed there. There was a lot of war. This was between Unionists and Nationalists, right? And a lot of people give Bill Clinton shit, right? I understand that. What Bill Clinton did, there's certain things that he did in America was wrong, right? There is one thing that I respect him and his wife for. One thing. Bill Clinton, as much as people give shit to Hillary and Bill, they walked into a war zone, right? They literally walked into a war zone, Northern Ireland, right? They got up at the podium, right? They lit up the Christmas lights in Belfast, which is incredibly rare. Like, usually it's like some guy in a suit, shit like that, right? And essentially, it's what happened was essentially they did the peace process, right? And Bill and Tony Blair, they essentially made peace in Northern Ireland, right? Because as much as people give Tony Blair a lot of shit, what I believe what he did in the Iraq War and shit was probably wrong. And the Afghanistan War was probably wrong, right? But at the same time, what Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton did in Northern Ireland was admirable. What they did was actually good because they did give that fuck, I'm getting phone calls now. Fucking hell. Who's calling me here? Fucking Yanni. Alright. Anyway. Yanni, why not? Stop calling me, right? Anyway.
Get me on the phone. Get me on the call. Get me.
Right. Anyway, that's besides the point, right? What I'm saying is that Bill and Hillary, as much as what they did, okay, in United States politics, I heard she fucked up a lot in New York City. Calvin, is that true?
Hell yeah.
Right. As much as what she did wrong there, she did do a lot good in Northern Ireland. Because what she did was despite, well, like a lot of people might not know this isn't actually publicized. I don't know why Hillary has not publicized this, because she never talks about it at all.
But
Believe
Gerry,
it or
are
not.
you seeing the underlying narrative here, though? Are you seeing the underlying? They're
give me
doing a
this.
lot of good. They're doing a lot of good outside of the United States of America. They're not doing a lot of good for the United States of America.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not
Yes,
trying to sound
absolutely.
like Chris Jericho right now, but I'm just.
No, I know. Well, absolutely. But what I'm saying is that why has Hillary not talked about this? I don't like. Wouldn't this be like a positive thing? Like, I don't.
Well, you see, the whole reason Bill Clinton cheated on her is because she doesn't open her mouth enough.
Literally.
But seriously,
Literally.
like literally.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Because I'm looking at Hillary and I'm like, okay, she's saying all these things, and I'm like, why are you not talking about Northern Ireland? You actually did something right with Northern. Like, the one thing she did right, she never talks about. I'm like, why did she not talk about that? You understand what I mean?
For office in your country, man. I mean,
Photo
she's
op.
not gonna win the election here. That's for damn sure.
But like, it could show that in terms of foreign, essentially, like in terms of foreign policy, it could work. Like, but she's never mentioned it once, and I always look back and I'm like, why has she not said anything? But anyway, that's probably me. Alan, what's your take on the United States politics right now?
Pretty much if any Democrat wins the election, then this country is screwed. That's all I need to say.
Basically.
Like, Hillary Clinton has been terrible. I mean, when liberals, 8 years ago, when she was trying to run against Obama, when they were slamming her against the walls, and now that's the best candidate that they have, it's disgraceful. It's terrible. There's so many other Democrats that probably should have ran. You could have had Howard Dean. You could have had so many different candidates run, but the best that you have is Hillary Clinton. Really?
They go with brand names.
I mean, crap. I mean, at least Donald Trump, if he wins, at least would be entertaining. Would it be good? I don't know. Probably
And
not.
I'll be entertaining for my YouTube channel, I'll tell you that much, but continue, Alan.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least there'd be some hilarious things about it. But in a sense, though, his things make a lot more sense than Hillary Clinton because, honestly, at this point, I'm actually shocked that anyone would even consider voting Democrat because, let's be honest, Barack Obama was a complete failure as a president. Obamacare was a complete failure. A lot of things were complete failures over everything he did in the 8 years. The economy is a little bit more stable for the most part, I guess, but
For now.
But other than that, it's a complete disaster. And also, what I wouldn't give for Will to recite everything I said doing his best impression. Because it'd be amazing.
I don't have the energy.
I used to do a really good Barack Obama impersonation. I used to do a really good one. I'm trying to remember it.
He's literally Byron Saxton.
We're gonna talk about him in a minute. So don't worry, we're gonna get into heavy detail about Barack Obama.
Him in a tight ass suit.
And just stands there with that smile. Literally, that's all there is to say. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Calvin, what's your take on the United States? Obviously, you're a pro Bernie Sanders voter. What's your take on this?
The fact, okay, I must say one thing. The reason why I'm a Bernie Sanders voter is if you take the time to actually observe on where he's coming from, like look a little bit in his background and stuff, though, it's like a double-edged sword, so to say. I mean, he has some demons too, though, but if you look at everybody else's track record, who most of the media is paying attention to, on opposed to, like, you know, you got Ben Carson, you got Jeb Bush, you have Ted Cruz. I mean, you rarely hear anything that much about the other candidates, but yet you'll hear more about Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, especially with the situation that happened in Brussels. The main two people that the media, the mainstream talked to was them. They wasn't trying to hear from Bernie Sanders. They wasn't trying to hear from Jeb Bush. They wasn't trying to hear from Ted Cruz, Ben Carson, or any of them other motherfuckers. Because of the simple fact that it's rigged. Everybody knows it's rigged now. This is so predictable. Mark my words. I've been saying this shit since March 22nd. Hillary's going to win this shit. It's all given in a silver bag. And you want to know another hint? Watch the show Madam President. It tells a lot. It tells a lot. And then you'll see the difference come like the main event of election between Hillary and Donald Trump, and watch what happens.
I've lost count as to how many times CNN has been up Hillary Clinton's ass. Honestly.
Oh my God!
It's been unprecedented.
They on that bitch's dick.
Why? That secretly Hillary Clinton's a transvestite?
Nah, fuck a transvestite. She a transformer.
She could be.
More than me say, motherfucker. The moment one of the motherfuckers talk about Benghazi, it's a wrap. But Hillary won.
Well, you know what I think it is? I think Bill Clinton was the last person to balance the budget, and actually financially we were in a good position.
Mm-hmm.
This is the closest thing possible to getting Bill Clinton back into office, because officially he can't do it. Mm-hmm. But if his wife is in office, do you not think he's going to counsel her and advise her into what decisions that she makes? Mm-hmm.
You could argue, though, it's better than the Bush administration.
You can't argue it. It is better. Anything's better than the Bush.
The Bush administration, like, I mean, I was looking at the Bush administration, and I was like, holy shit. He's like, man, we gotta bail everyone out here. What the fuck's going on here? I don't know what's going on here. Like, he had no fucking Henry flu what he was doing. For the life of me, like, I remember looking at the United States, and I was like, do they even know who they're voting for? And the fact that he got reelected it amazed me. The fact that he got reelected, I was just like, what? I was like,
I understand, Gerry. You also have to understand that at that time, people were still pretty pro Iraq War at the same time too. That definitely played a factor in that.
But at the same time, you have to look over it. Like, it's all well, like, if you're going to attack a country, right, whatever, right, but you got to look after your finances for that country. Like, I remember looking at this shit, I was like, yeah, but your fucking finances for your country, they're, like, diverting your fucking ideology to somewhere else while they should be focusing on your own fucking country. You understand what I mean? It's like...
But also the Democratic candidate, the versus George Bush, John Kerry wasn't much better, if not worse.
So we're gonna go down the line again. We're gonna say this: did Barack Obama do a good job in the as president? Right now, I would argue, right, as a non-American, that he kind of did a good job. He lowered the price for oil. He did give good health care, free health care for those that are less unfortunate. Although there is still speculation there whether it's good or not, right? Okay?
Yeah,
but
is.
He did lower the deficit compared to a Bush administration.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I gotta say about it. Well, I'm gonna ask you a question. Did Barack Obama do a good job as the United States president?
No. You mentioned health insurance. I pay for my health insurance, and my health insurance covers absolutely dick. Nothing.
How big is it?
Too big to be covered, apparently. But no, he did terrible. He's a fraud. Has been a fraud. Sold out his own people to get votes.
Yep.
Not even an American citizen. This is a fact.
Oh, he's an American. Come on, wow.
No, he's not.
He's an American citizen. Come on.
Did you hear of him before he ran for election?
Whether he is, whether he is, guys, whether he is or isn't.
Spear and shit and go like, lad, he was born in Chicago for fuck's sake. He was
whether he is.
If he was born in Chicago, he'd have been shot dead. Shot dead.
Whether if he is or isn't, whether if he is or isn't American. Remember this: the people voted for him, so they have to deal with it.
Right, and the minorities are the majority in the country, unfortunately, at this moment, and they'll just, you know, I'm trying not to sound fucking racist, but it will come out sounding racist no matter what. They will believe, like, they just want to see a different face in office, a different colored face in office, and this is not me trying to sound racist. This is a fact. People are sick and tired of seeing the old white guy running the fucking show. So they voted for Barack Obama. They had three fucking choices, right? It was Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and some other jabroni. And he's either the first woman president or the first black president. The people chose to have a first male black president rather than have a woman as their president. This is a fact, okay? So it was the lesser of two evils in the public's eyes. The public does not want to see a woman in office. Okay?
They're gonna now.
It would be a black man in office. No. But the fact of the matter is simply this. With a name like Barack Hussein Obama, if you want to say he's American-born from Chicago, how many Barack Hussein Obamas that are African-American are born in Chicago, Illinois? None.
He wasn't born in Chicago. He was born in Honolulu.
Guys, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Hello,
yeah,
can you all hear me? All right, yeah, I got a bit of static on my
But he's actually from Jakarta, Indonesia, actually. But you know, we'll leave that topic. There was a reason why Trump brought up his birth certificate. There's a reason for all this bullshit, man. It's all staged. Like I think somebody mentioned earlier, it's all staged. It's all bullshit. They have their predetermined winners. Just like professional wrestling, politics is professional wrestling, and we're fucked. Barack Obama was Roman Reigns, and now we're gonna get our John Cena, goddammit, and Donald Trump. We're fucked.
And it's predictable.
Could you argue though that Donald Trump is part of the system?
They all are. They all are. On camera, they all pretend to be adversaries. They don't believe in this, they don't believe in that. Like, I oppose you on this, I oppose you on that. It's bullshit. They've already met behind the scenes and come to an understanding as a whole. Like, I don't believe you should do this with healthcare, and then the other side says, well, you know, I don't think you should do that with healthcare. And they meet in the middle. So that's what's going to happen. Doesn't matter who you vote for, that's what's going to happen anyway.
It's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, just pick your poison. Like, who do you want to rather listen to talk? That's what it is. Would you rather listen to Roman Reigns talk, or you want to listen to John Cena talk? You're fucked either way.
Yeah, just put your nuts over my head.
I hate to use a wrestling reference, but that's exactly what politics are.
WJ, obviously you know, what's your take on Barack Obama as a Canadian citizen?
Fuck, I don't know, Jer.
Don't worry, the next
no
topic,
fucking clue, Jer.
The next topic will be better. The next topic will be better.
See, this is why I fucks with WJ. He doesn't give a fuck. That's why I fucks with you.
So, do you want me
about Barry Santoro, Jerry? Is that who Will was talking about earlier, Barry?
WJ, the next topic will be better. Trust me, it won't be in United States politics.
Go
So don't worry.
ahead. It's a good topic. I just
No,
Good
because
old
I don't want you to feel left out and shit like that.
is it Sotoro? You said?
Soratoro, not Santoro, Soratoro.
Okay.
So wrestling, Brittany, was Barack Obama a good president? We've got 3 more, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
Well, maybe in some aspects he was successful. In other parts, not so much. I know when he initially was on the campaign, he said one of his biggest priorities was to close Guantanamo Bay. And here we are. Guantanamo Bay is still there. So, yeah, just by how I was watching the news through the whole presidency, he did keep more promises than he broke, but yeah, it wasn't really anything particularly memorable with his presidency. So it's kind of a pretty average presidency when it comes to Barack Obama.
Alan, what's your take on Barack Obama's presidency?
He was an abysmal failure as a president. Legit abysmal. Things that he did right were not really right. I'll start with his whole cash for clunker thing, where you trade in these used cars and you can get better cards or something. That's a cool aspect in theory, but at the same time, though, it completely makes the value of used cars go up. So that kind of defeated the purpose of it. So yeah, you can cash it, but you're making us spend more money. It didn't really help the economy that much. He really just came into a situation. There's things that he did that was right, but a lot he did wrong. Obamacare is absolutely abysmal. It's terrible. It really, seriously, to this day, the first thing a lot of Republicans want to do is completely restruct it because that's how much of an abysmal failure that was. And then for everything else, he was just there. He hasn't really done anything memorable, and the things that he did memorable were some of the worst things I've seen in America in a long time. So, well, other than George Bush, you can't get much worse than that, though. So yeah, no, he wasn't good, and he wasn't something that the country desperately needed. In 8 years, I could think of 3 things he did that was anything that was, worth talking about. So no, he sucked. So.
Calvin, what's your take on Obama?
Well, I'm going back and travel to Cuba now.
Hello? Can you hear it, Calvin?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, there's a bit of interference there.
Oh, shit, sorry. Yeah, can you hear me now?
It's still a little bit interfering.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, go ahead with your point and see if it's okay now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm happy that at least, we can travel to Cuba now.
Yeah,
that's about
so there's
it,
good relations with Cuba. Other than that, it's shit.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so we're going to...
That's all I got to say. I really didn't like the guy that much.
So I'm going to read the comments because I've kind of left you idly by there in the comments section. So I'm going to read your comments. Jordan, hey, what's up? Paul McCartney. I didn't know Paul McCartney from the Beatles was a big fan. He said, what's the story? Gabe said, hey. Iron Sheik, Weed Blaze It said, hey. Iron Sheik said, Gerry, I love you. Thank you, Iron Sheik. Paul McCartney said, subscribe to him. Jack said, congratulations on 1 million views, Gerry. Jordan, hey, congratulations, Gerry, mate. You deserve it. Zamber HD said, for your 1 million views, let's try and get Gerry to have sex with Paige. That ain't happening in a million years. Jacko Knight, congratulations on 1 million views, Jerry. Wrestling Snowman, congratulations, Jerry. Jacko Knight, I can't believe that Jerry has Snowman, what's up? Snowman says, what's up, Jacko? Da, 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 da. Jason said, General Jerry, congratulations, man. Thank you, Jason. Barbecue Sauce, Will is a good man. Make America great again. Raiders fan, fuck Donald Trump. Barbecue Sauce says, go Trump. Let's have a look here. Shadowman, hi Jerry, congratulations on 1 million views. Thank you, Shadowman. Let's see here. Socialist jokes are not funny unless everybody gets them. Daboom. That was by Jacko Knight. Okay. Jerry, loosen up that dirty asshole of his Iron Sheik. Jerry, could you talk about the Republican debates in Colorado, not letting people vote for the candidacy and use all the delegate votes to Ted Cruz? I think we're going to go past United States politics now. Just kidding, I love you, Jerry. General Jerry has more views on his channel than TNA does on weekly views.
This is a fact.
Wow.
That is actually a fact. That is actually a fact. That was by Vivid TV 88. Shadowman, fuck's sake, Jerry. The south of Ireland is where it's at. Republic of Ireland for life. We'll see how it goes there, Shadowman. Jacko Knight, fuck Hillary Clinton. Jerry, join us, goddammit. Everyone but Trump, join the Republic. See. Obamacare is not a failure, and the president is not a failure either. That was by Nathan Banks. Omega Magic, can I get in? I already know who's there, but I want to respect for your channel and have my word that I'll be civil. So it depends on the people here. So
wants the rub, give him the rub. Give him the rub. That just shows that everything he's doing is bullshit and fake.
Dylan Stewart, is he reading the main comments? Yes, I'm going to do a video specifically for that next week. So, the people that are watching right now. Yes, he has done moral things, crying out loud. General Jerry has good work rate. Roundtable, if you were president, what's the first thing you would change? Okay, right. So, guys, I'll just be 2 seconds, and then we'll get on with the next subject, alright?
Very well.
A champagne long. Alright. You can shoot the shit on whatever you just want there.
I'll be back as well.
Same here.
Me too.
WJ, let's take over this shit. Unmute yourself. Let's get crazy. The parents are gone.
I hope he meant Uso crazy. No, I'm just kidding.
Are we still talking about politics there, Will?
No, Vega wants in the hangout. He put in the comments section. Does that not prove my point? Yeah, he's trying to bury me. You're going to bury him. Let's get some drama in here while Jerry's away.
You want him in here?
It's that's Jerry's choice. He's like, I know who's in there. He's talking about me, of course. But it proves my point. Like, see, I didn't have to ask to come in. I was invited in. Okay? You cocksucker? You understand what the fuck I'm saying right now? You bitch? Fuck you! Now you can come in.
So this is a fucking hangout, fuck.
Dedicate 5-6 posts to me? Make a video on me trying to expose me? After I'd already shown those fucking things to everybody and their mother? Come on now. You gonna come in here?
My God, WJ, is this what post-WrestleMania YWC has become?
We're not even talking about that shit, but I guarantee he's gonna use this forum. He's gonna come in here and do exactly what we were talking about earlier, man, when he comes in and we're talking about politics. But check this out. I got a question for you guys. How you guys feel about my exposure video on Bring of Rain 13? What are you going to do?
It was deep and very moving.
It was moving, right? It was like,
I wasn't
fucking accurate.
Is someone watching wrestling? Because I keep hearing the
I
bell.
think someone's playing WWE 2K16.
That's me.
okay.
Sorry, guys.
There he is. There's a troublemaker.
Slam. I just heard him talk. I just want to say, you know what?
All right.
There we go.
All right, I'm here. Okay. All right.
The kids are already in effect. Kick them out.
All right. What did I miss?
So, Gerry, I just want to congratulate you on your success, and hopefully, and I just wish you even more success.
Thank you, Omega. Thank you. All right. So, was everything okay when I left?
No.
Oh, it went insane, man. There was like legit riots.
Well, I live in Belfast. That's usually what happens.
Yeah.
I tried to talk loud enough where you could hear me.
So was everything okay? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, other than Bring of Rain going into a street fight, I mean, everything was okay, right?
I had to take cover immediately.
Is he talking shit about you again there, Alan?
No, he got into a street fight with a fan. It was hardcore. Don't you remember? It was all over TMZ.
All over it.
Yeah.
All 30 seconds.
Okay, so Omega, you missed the United States politics part, but I'm gonna ask you a question. That's something very controversial. Something that's gonna grip the people by the cojones. Are you ready? Are you ready? Is there such thing? Oh, right. Anyway, is there such thing as a god? Is there such thing? Now, Omega, can you mute yourself for a minute?
Yeah.
Was I lying or was I lying?
So, Will.
Exactly.
Is there such
there a
thing?
God? Is that the question?
Yes.
Yes, right now it's me! No, I'm just kidding. Is there a God? Very possibly could be. Is there proof that he exists? It's hard. I mean, it sounds controversial to say this, but the proof for me is in favor of a God.
Omega, can you please remain muted? Because there's a lot of background noise where you are. Okay, thank you. Just until we'll get back to you. Okay, continue, Will.
The proof for me, in all honesty, is that there is some type of higher power. Yes, for me, that's what I feel like. Because it just, there's so many things that can happen that can be relative to chance, and the fact that we're in the perfect place at the perfect time is just, and when you look at the whole just our solar system alone, how it's positioned and everything, and we're in the perfect spot, and it's just too perfect to have happened by accident. I've said this many times, but do I believe it to be the way that it's depicted in the Bible and all types of other holy scriptures? No, absolutely not. But it didn't happen. I don't think. I find it very hard to believe that everything happened by accident. That something came from nothing. I don't believe that for 1 second. No way.
Wrestling Jesus. Is there a God?
I think we can form the theory of a God, Jer. And I believe with my personal experience, it's enough to make me believe. Like, different things make me believe that it's real. I think it's possible. There's,
Get rid of the fake Melanie account, please.
You can't
No,
like
that is actually Melanie.
Yeah, that's me.
you can't actually like physically prove it to someone, you know, but you can form a theory, and I think, you know, that it's real based on like experience and stuff. Like I see Alan, and I think that's something, man. Alan can't happen by chance, Jer. Alan, what's your thoughts? I think you're an atheist, aren't you?
I don't know if there's a God, but there is a wrestling Jesus, so probably.
Fuck!
So, Alan,
So much for getting into it deep.
Alan, what's your personal belief?
Hey, Jerry,
Alan,
sorry to interrupt, but do you hear me now? Do I have any noise right now?
No, there's no noise now. It's all good now.
What'd you do?
Alan.
In the fucking closet, you asshole?
Yes.
Right.
Tell him why you don't think it's real or whatever.
Alan, like, I'm gonna ask you the question, like, at everyone, is there a God?
I already said the answer. I mean, there's a wrestling
Don't be afraid to voice your opinion, damn it. If
Come on, Alan.
you don't believe that.
I'm gonna give my own opinion at the end here, so just give your.
I believe that there's like a higher power, but no religion's get it right. So in a way, I'm kind of like agnostic. So that's
I was going to say, do you consider yourself atheist or agnostic?
Agnostic.
Okay.
Vince McMahon is God.
Omega. What's your thoughts? Do you think there is an actual God?
Yes, Vince McMahon.
No, other than Vince McMahon, in serious terms, do you think there is an actual God?
Perhaps. But for the most part, I believe that God's will is, like, built within your essence, I should say. Like, I think it's common sense to know that it's wrong to kill your mom. You know what I mean?
So, is there a specific religion you follow, or is it just?
When you say God's will, are you referencing me as the Son of God?
Of course, man.
Okay.
So, Omega, there's more noise there, Omega. Omega, I'm gonna move on to Calvin there because you're muted. Calvin, are you there?
It's a good thing I cut him off, I guess.
Calvin? He's muted. Bambi, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry, Calvin, right? Is there such thing as a God?
I mean, seeing is believing, right?
This is true.
Do you believe
in
it, though?
I mean, it's hard for me to say. I mean, I'm pretty undecided about it. I just, I'm a free spirit.
Calvin, can I ask you a question, though? Do you think everything that you see around you on an everyday basis was created by accident and out of nothing?
Nah, because things happen for a reason. The only problem is we just don't understand it.
Think about this, and this is the question I pose. Like, for those who say that, oh, well, there was nothing, and then that became something. All right, let's say you build a car or a house. What do you need to build a car? You need metal, right? You need metal, you need oil, you need rubber for the belts, you need all kinds of stuff. To build a house, you need wood, so you need trees. So something doesn't come from, you can't just say, hey, I want a house, boom, and there's a house. You can't do that. Like, hey, I want a universe, bam, and there's a universe. I want this planet to be here, bam, just put it there. It just happens by accident. That's my problem with the theory, the whole thing. Like, just something came from nothing theory. It's just, I'm sorry, guys, I'm just, I kind of get passionate about it. It makes a whole bunch of, like, you can't build something. You can't, everything is perfect.
What I'm gonna say, I don't know how you're gonna take what I'm about to say. Like, I'm not an atheist, by the way, but there's something like what I'm about to say is a bit weird, right? But anyway, Calvin, is there any other points that you want to say?
No, I ain't got nothing to say about it. It's
Okay.
really not a topic that I'm really interested in discussing, to be honest.
Okay.
Gerry, I gotta do something to prove my badassness. All right, just is that
Okay.
all right? All right.
Okay. What, beat me?
Yeah, I had to mute you on your own show.
Why?
To prove.
To prove what?
To prove that I'm the son of.
Anyway, Melanie, let's get into your point. I'm joking. Well, don't
And
take
Gerry
it
muted me.
offensive.
No, that's cool. No, I saw it.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh my!
Melanie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Okay.
What's his name? Cabal?
Uh.
No, right.
Oh shit!
Let's
Cabal time.
no, she didn't say anything Cabal right? Alright. No, come on, right, guys, come on, right.
Gerry, this is what you
Melanie,
know damn well. This is what happens when you have more than one drunk Irishman in the gang.
I know that shit, right? Melanie, do you believe there's a God? Serious question.
Okay.
Yes, and it's not Cabal. You get your mind out of the gutter, Will. At least.
Okay, so elaborate, Melanie. What do you think is the higher power?
It's God! Jesus! Not this wrestling Jesus, but Jesus!
Hey.
I ain't in it.
Okay. Do you want to get my answer? It's
Yeah.
a bit controversial.
Let's hear the Gerry answer.
Okay, so in my near-death experience, I've had two, right? Unlike people, like, has anyone nearly died here?
Probably.
I have one.
Alright. When twice it's happened to me, right? And in that time, it's deja vu, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what my personal belief is that the world is a cycle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, deja vu is essentially the trigger, right? Basically, you've lived this life before, but it's essentially a cycle that has happened over a number of years, right? So basically, what I'm saying right now, I've already said years and years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, it's if it makes sense, it is essentially the world is a cycle, and everything that happens has happened again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what I believe in. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I can only experience what I've seen, right? Because in my near-death experience, I was sitting on a chair in New York City, and as a lot of you know, I was in New York City, I was sitting on that chair, and I seen it, right? 4 or 5 years later after it happened, right? That's what I'm saying is that maybe the world is a cycle, and maybe the world is essentially, it's like, I don't know what kicks, like I said, I'm not a fucking expert, right? But
You believe in reincarnation?
no, I don't think, not reincarnation where you turn into a lizard or some shit, right? But
The cycle, are you talking about something natural, Gerry, or supernatural?
I can't explain it. Like I said, I
You
can't
believe
explain
that what you've done in life, if you don't do it, you come back and like you have like it's almost as if you get a reset button.
Like it's essentially right. So it's like the start of the world. Da, 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 there's us. Da, 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 and then the world goes on, and then something happens, and it just kicks the start off again, and then it goes boom again, right? It's like like I said, I'm not an expert or anything like that. I don't know what I can only experience what I've seen, but I've experienced heavy deja vu where I've essentially if it makes sense, where like about a year ago I've been there, right? Deja vu, and then a year ago I'm there, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? What the hell's going on here? I think deja vu is the trigger where it's like you've been there, but you don't know what it is. If that makes sense. Like I said, I'm not an expert. It could be a concussion that I obtained during the incident or whatever it is, but like I'm saying, it's something that is like a cycle, essentially. Like, it's a cycle of life, essentially. Like, I don't like, it's so complicated, I can't even fucking explain it in words, but it's like, you're essentially, it's essentially everything that has a beginning has an end, then it re-kicks in, then it starts all over again, and shit like that, if that makes sense. But that's what
I saw an episode of Futurama, and the episode was basically when Fry went into time, and he went all the way in, and he went so far in time that he like reset it back to he like basically he went on through time, and then time itself like started over. It's so to the point where he was back at like 2000, I think it was like 8 or something. So is that what you're trying to say? If I explained it right, Gerry?
Yeah. Kind of like that. That's like the way, like, that's what, like I said, that's only from my experience. It could have been God that made that. You never know. Like I said, I'm open to a lot of things. I'm not gonna be like an atheist where I'm like saying, oh, this didn't happen, if that makes sense, right? But like I said, it's like I can only go by what I've experienced, because, you know, when I went, boom, died, boom, practically dead there. Then, like, I just hit the floor. Next thing you know, I'm in New York City on a chair. I'm looking there, and then bang. Next thing you know, I'm back again. That's all I can explain. I can't explain. It could be a concussion. It could be whatever the hell it is. But like I said, that's all I'm going by.
So are you saying we're going to live to see WrestleMania 100?
No. You're gonna die, right?
You're gonna get to watch WrestleMania 32 again, is what he's saying.
Basically,
yeah. I know what I'm saying. I'm joking with you, Gerry. Just shits and giggles.
Yeah, but like basically, what you're doing right now is what you've done 1 trillion years ago. Essentially, that's kind of the kind of thing that I've got personally. But
I just think it's your chance to get it right, and I believe in ascension, where it's pretty much, man, it sounds like almost like video game talk, but I really truly believe this, where you get a second chance to redeem the things that you've done wrong, and once you pretty much, you know, went over that whole spectrum and pretty much fixed all the wrongs that you've done in your previous lives, then you ascend to another, I don't know, fucking dimension or lifetime or whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. It's wishful thinking, but I too have experienced these deja vu type of situations, and it's just too eerie to ignore. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not something that you would just like turn about, oh, well, you know, I put this in the same spot yesterday. It's like, no, like you feel it in your body, like, fuck, I've done this before. You know what I mean? This whole day, like when you think
like,
back,
deja vu's never been properly explained.
I felt this before. The
like
brain
deja vu.
Go ahead, Gerry. Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
In terms of science, deja vu is the only thing that has never been explained properly. In terms of that, when I went to the doctor, this is a true story, right? I went to the doctor during the incident, and they put me in like this fucking, it was like a tank thing. You know what they do for cancer patients? They like fucking scan your whole body. They didn't know what the fuck was going on, and this is a true fucking story. See when I walked in the hospital, they were like, "What the fuck is going on, man?" Like they had no idea. Like this is only the experience that I come up with. You know, they had no idea.
I wish my girlfriend would fucking be on here with me, because she's all into this stuff, and she can explain a whole bunch of this stuff to like where it would make fucking more sense than what we're trying to make it sound like, because we really don't know what the fuck we're talking about, which is fucking.
And I experienced it, and even I don't even know what the fuck it is. I'm like,
you feel it. You
it's like,
feel it,
yeah.
you have to explain it, but you can't explain it. But like, she'll just be like, it's because of something like, and that's probably why she's my chick, is because she can. Like, I talk to her and I tell her things, and fucking, it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, I never thought of it in that perspective, and it's a good thing, dude. It's a really good thing to have by your side. It's a really good advisor, you know what I'm saying? Like, not just a partner in life, but a fucking advisor. And I think that's what a real woman should be to their fucking man. I think women are more intuitive to shit like that, like fucking reincarnate, like the spiritual aspect of life. I think women are more sensitive to that. Women and children, obviously, like you hear the stories and stuff, but men are just fucking like focused. I have to work and give food and money to my fucking family. That's what we do. That's what we're here for. But who do we go to at the end of the day? Like when we need to tell somebody about how frustrating our day was or how good our day was, we go to the people that are close to us, which is usually your girlfriend or your fucking wife or whatever the case may be. That's who you go to. And more often than not, they give you the answers that you seek, and that what makes you want to go on another fucking day. And there's something special about that. I don't know. Just saying, dude.
See, that's why. See, I get along with American girls more than the Irish girls for whatever reason. I don't know why, but because like Irish girls are kind of like, oh, is that right? Oh, is that okay? Yeah. So you're gonna drive me back home, are you? Yeah. It's kind of like that. I'm like, whatever. I did that dating scene and shit. I was like, fuck that horse shit. I can be fucked.
I'm glad you brought that up, Jerry. I have a question. Because now that I think about it, I probably never had to date like an Irish girl, legitimately Irish, but
No, you don't. You'll not get anything from it. Anything, and by what you mean, what you're saying, you'll not get it.
Okay, but I'm saying I just had a totally different question. But do they have like Irish accents, like a male Irish has? Because just wondering about that.
So
what
like,
the fuck is that relevant to anything that we're fucking talking about right now?
I'm asking Jerry a question, okay?
So hang on. So, is there different accents in Ireland?
Okay, I'll put it to you this way. A black girl in America is totally different from an African chick.
Okay.
So take that aspect, and I'm trying to apply it to white and Irish girls.
It's the same as like if a male and female was in one location, they would have the same accent, and if somebody in Northern Ireland, a female and a male would have exactly the same accent in Northern Ireland, then they might have a different accent in Southern Ireland or Wicklow, or you understand? Like there's different accents in Ireland, if that makes sense.
Okay. Oh, okay. So.
Because the accents are relevant to the spirituality aspect of what the fuck we were just talking about.
I'm talking 80 ways.
But like my accent is very different from Shadowman's. A lot of you might not notice that, but to an Irish person, there's a big difference. Same as like NF Punk. If like a Northern Irish person was in front of me in NF Punk, there would be a different accent. It might not appear to you guys, but there's like different accents. It's not like an Irish woman is different from an Irish man kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Right, okay.
You and IP sound more alike than you versus Shadow Man or NF Punk.
Yeah, in terms of American standpoint, me and IP do sound alike, but to an Irish perspective, me and IP would sound completely different, if that makes sense.
On the East Coast and New England area, we have that same issue. It's
kind of like someone from Chicago is going to sound like something different from New York City. Someone's going to sound different in Texas. So, you understand what I mean? So it's like...
Yeah, I was just Gerry. I was just asking a question, you know, just have fun in a hangout. You know, I know it's not good for business or whatever, but the same.
Kick them out. It's best for business.
Yes, sir, Torty.
So,
Omega's
WJ, what was I gonna say? So yeah, WJ, oh, what was I gonna say there? So see
Question
before we,
about accents, Gerry.
I don't know,
We were talking about the universe and rebirth, and then went from fucking that because Omega wants to change it up and ask a question about fucking accents. Because you're gonna
what's your
accents gonna be
thoughts on
different
chickens?
when you're fucking reborn.
right, let me think,
Yes, because I like to have fun in hangouts. I'm sorry it's not serious business, man, because you're the gay, man.
Gerry.
Serious business.
Gerry, I warned you.
More
I
like
had
Stephanie McMahon.
a toke on that, bro. I need to maybe one more, maybe one or two more tokes.
Oh, God, Stephanie's ranting again. You leave my Gerry alone. You leave me alone.
One or two more tokes.
You leave my arena now. I leave my arena now. Fuck out.
Still talking.
So, I'm completely lost now. What was I gonna say there again?
Yeah, you were gonna ask me something.
I fucking forgot now.
He was talking about resetting, like once you die and shit, you come
Yeah.
it's like an ever-ending cycle. But Omega made it about accents for some reason.
So we're gonna go down the line there about
Question.
that.
I'm
Yeah,
back
go
up.
ahead, Melanie.
Yes, but it destroys the flow of the hangout. Now Jerry's all mixed up now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hang out and just have fun. That was it. That's it.
He's drunk anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yes, maybe I am. Well, okay, if you say so.
I'm not talking about you. You're not that important. This is Gerry's show.
Well, I'm not really, because it takes a hell of a lot more than this to get me. Like,
At least it looks like it, because you're purple. Your purple lips and stuff.
yeah, no, it's from that. It's from that. It's from that. They like it's kind of like that.
Oh, stop lying. That's obviously non-alcoholic champagne.
Oh, Alan, you know we can't all get drunk in 6 beers like you, man.
Hey guys, I'm back.
So,
Alan!
Indeed. Thank you for the crowd support. For all two fans.
Somebody chant for me?
Hey guys, I'm back.
Oh Jesus, Gerry, you're such a hard person. Alright, so WJ.
I heard that one.
Alright, so we're gonna go down the line. WJ, what did you think of what I said before the accent thing?
About the circle of life or whatever.
Yeah, the meaning of life.
He doesn't remember.
About how everything goes in circles, you said.
Yeah. No, I was giving out so much wisdom, I forgot what I was saying. That's what happens. That's Illuminati speaking there.
Like you did stuff a zillion years ago, a trillion years, you said?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Apparently the universe is 13 point something billion, I think. So at some point there's like a beginning, unless we'd go with other universes which could contain our clones or something, or another dimension
Like,
to have like
essentially like something like essentially, right? So what I'm getting at is that essentially like at one point
you mean for the
reboots.
reincarnation.
Like beyond planet,
You've never even been on another planet.
Like
actually
beyond
gauge how old a fucking giant universe is. Like, how can they just say, "Oh, it's 13 billion years old"? How do you know that? Like, really, how do you know that? You know what I'm saying?
It essentially like I don't know, but anyway, like because I completely lost what I was getting involved. I'm
Look
trying
for
to
it.
think. I'm trying to think. I was on a wavelength there,
It's
but I can't.
possible that there could have been other like universes, maybe with that
Like-
we'd be attached with. I don't know though.
Like an alternate universe, like I was Canadian in another universe or something.
What I'm essentially
Something like
saying
that.
is that it's beyond planet Earth. It's essentially like all the universes, and then what happens is something kicks it off again, and it goes back to the start, and then that's how we kind of reprise deja vu. Essentially, that's what I'm getting at. But at the
Oh.
same point, I don't know what kicks it off. Like I said, I don't have all the answers, right? Because I'm not like saying, oh, I'm fucking like it could be wrong, right? I could be completely wrong.
So
But
how do
like
we
I said,
get deja vus, you mean?
yeah, essentially that's what I'm getting at, because I get it regularly, and then whenever I was, close to death, then it heavily, like, I can't explain it, but you heavily get it, right? And then it just goes boom, like you're basically in a trance for like years and years and years, and then boom, you're back to the present time, and then you get rushed off the hospital, if that makes sense.
I feel that way every time I listen to a Pink Floyd album.
But
Gerry, you remember every minute, every moment of the experience, though?
Bits and parts. Bits and parts. Like there was like people I've met. Like if that makes sense.
When you woke up, were you able to be like, like just like talk about it with people, or like?
No. Like it took me like a month before it like generated, because like because with the impact on the head on the gravel, I was like there was like blood everywhere, right? Because my jaw was like that's why I've had scar there. I don't know if you can see it. There was like blood everywhere, and then they dragged like my friends. They dragged me back in. Oh, there's an echo there, Eric. Oh, you there?
Somebody's joining the hangout.
So basically, what I'm saying is that like the drag me back in the living room. I don't remember any of it. Then I was in one hospital. Then I don't remember that. Then I was in another hospital. Then I do remember that and shit like that. So it's essentially it's kind of weird. I'll explain. I could probably explain it more at another date, but anyway. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end this hangout now.
Oh, it's just getting good.
I know, yeah.
Yes, it is. I thought we could go on and on just to hang out and chill, but
Let's talk about aliens, Jerry.
I can't. John Cena, yeah. I'm fucking with y'all.
You promised us some alien talk. What the hell's?
It's half 12 at night here, so it's just Omega with that accent stuff. It's hurt my flow, It's I'm joking, by the way, Omega. I'm joking, but anyway, guys, I'd like to thank my guests: Will, Wrestling Jesus, Alan, Omega Magic, Eric. I'd like to thank Melanie. I'd like to thank Malik. Who else was here?
The aliens.
Melanie
Yes,
was here, but she left.
I'm right here.
Melanie left, I said.
Left what?
You left
Tell
the
me
aliens
what I
behind.
left.
Then you were going for cigarettes and you never came back.
You left the middle of Omega's teeth.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh
Leave
God,
me
the
alone.
White Will is really getting butter, but okay, is this his character now?
Anyway, guys, until next time, this is the General Jerry, and we are signing out. WJ, you want to quickly sign us out?
It's Cabal time!
Shut up!
No, till next time, please, quickly!
You know what?